Today I was filling up some water and it was really windy and 2 hryvnia flew out of my hands and I went to chase it, but I kept blowing around in the wind. And then old man in his 80s probably went and decided to catch that, to run after it and bring it to me. The reason that I'm talking about that is sometimes people say that Ukrainians are not very pleasant or not customer service oriented. I don't think that's the case. I think Ukrainians are very nice people. Tourists often experience such a service they're not used to, but you know what? They're just a little bit more honest, and you're just used to being lied to. That's really what it is. I started that story about the hryvnia because it's my topic was going to be currency, money in Ukraine. Hryvnia are the currency in Ukraine. It's 20 to 1 for Canadian, think around 25 to 1 for American. Whatever, you figure out your own currencies, I guess. Most things like rent, for example, will go in USD. Ukrainian currency is not that stable, so it is going to go up and down, and it's hard to always adjust. If you are living in Ukraine and if you are negotiating something like rent or something constant like bills and you're making money in Ukraine, I do suggest you try to make sure to get a rate that's in local currency, in Ukrainian hryvnia. It's just easier for your finances because otherwise your rent is always fluctuating. I get that a lot with my business personally, but only so often will the landlord give in to that. But if you can, then that's probably preferable. What else? What was I going to talk about? One of the other strange challenges is nobody ever has change. So if you have singles and change and coins on you, always keep that on you. Very often shops will not have the change and they will not be able to offer it to you. I've had situations where I was just not able to buy a product because, say I had 200 and something cost 7, and they just simply didn't have the change, and for them there's nothing they could do, so I couldn't buy the item. They will tell you go and find a change, go and buy something else elsewhere. It's one of those situations that always make me laugh about Ukraine. I think as a business owner, I can understand that because there's nowhere to really get the change. I tried to go in the bank once, and with larger nominations, I said, can you please break these up into such and such, and they were like, no, we don't. I said, what do you mean? You're the bank, and Privatbank, for example, is a government bank, and I thought there was a requirement. I actually even put in a phone call, and officially it is a requirement, but they just said, yeah, not gonna happen, we don't have the change. So not much you can do about that. I'm not gonna go into prices and cost of living stuff right now. Maybe I'll get into the other videos of cost of living stuff, but simply just day-to-day life with the local currency and how it works around here. It's a lovely winter evening right now, about -2, and enjoy your day, and season's greetings to everyone.